This is for the person standing at the impossible, the one where every door has closed, where every human option has been exhausted, where the sea is in front and the army is behind, and there is no way, no visible way, no natural way. But you came to the right place, because God will make a way. He always has, He always will. God will make a way. I've stood at the edge of the impossible before. I know the feeling of the no way and the done. I know the weight of the all options exhausted, the silence where the hope was overrun. And I also know the other side of that, the morning after the impossible remained, the day the way appeared from where no way was, the miracle that left me more explained by grace than by the natural. God made a way through what I said was sealed and done. And I stand today to tell the person at the impossible that the God who made a way before is not done. Running out of ways for the no way person, running out of power for the empty and the spent. God will make a way. He always will, and the will make a way. God is always meant to make a way for you. Specifically, He made a way. He'll make a way. He parts the sea, He'll part yours. God will make a way. The God of always is the God who always opens doors when every door appears to be the seal. God will make a way. The promise and the real. God will make a way. His track record is revealed in every testimony of the made way field. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. God will make a way out of the impossible today. He parts the sea and makes the desert flow. He opens doors that no man has the key. God will make a way. The God who made all ways will make yours free. He will make a way. God will make a way for you. Specifically, God will make a way. He will make a way for the diagnosis that the doctors have stopped offering the hope. Yeah. He will make a way through the financial season that has left you at the end of all the rope. Oh, He will make a way for the marriage that is fragile. He will make a way for the prodigal still away. He will make a way for the calling that seems buried. He will make a way, not tomorrow. Today is the day of the believing in the made way, the day of the declaring the impossible is done. God will make a way, and I declare it, and the declaration is the starting of the run toward the way that God has been constructing in the background of the look like nothing time. God will make a way, and it's already coming, and the coming made way is already mine and yours, specifically and named. He made a way. He'll make a way. He parts the sea. He'll part yours. God will make a way. The God of always is the God who always opens doors. Where there seems to be no way, God will make a way out of the impossible today. He parts the sea the impossible diagnosis,
God will make a way.
through the financial storm,
God will make a way.
for the marriage under pressure, God will make a way through every form of the impossible that you are facing.
God will make a way.
He specializes here.
God will make a way.
He is the way maker.
God will make a way.
The way is drawing near, because the God of the Red Sea is your God, and the God of the wilderness provision is yours, and the God who opened prisons at midnight is the same God standing at your doors, ready to make a way through the impossible, ready to part the sea that's in your path.
God will make a way.
Declare it with the certainty of the person who has done the faith math and added up the testimony of the ages and concluded God has never failed to make a way, not once in the entire record. God will make a way, for goodness sake.
God will make a way.
I believe it.
God will make a way.
I receive it.
God will make a way.
I declare it
God will make a way.
for me.
God will make a way.
Through the impossible,
Will make a way.
in the wilderness,
Will make
where there is no way.
will make a way.
Always,
God will make a way.
where there seems to be no way.
God will make a way.
Out of the impossible today, He parts the sea and makes the desert flow. He opens doors that no man has the key.
God will make a way.
God who made all ways will make yours free. He will make a way.
God will make a way.
For you specifically, God will make a way. God will make a way. Yeah. This is for the person standing at the impossible, the one where every door has closed, where every human option has been exhausted, where the sea is in front and the army is behind, and there is no way, no visible way, no natural way, but you came to the right place. I pull out the record when the present looks impossible. I open up the evidence of the previous done, and what I find in every previous season is the God who made a way, everyone, and the one who made a way through the last impossible is the same God facing the current with His power. The God who made a way before will do it again, and the again of God is the word of the hour. Not will He, but He will. Not can He,
But He has before.
and will. The God who made a way before will do it again, and the again is the most faith-building hill to stand on. The testimony-built faith that says I've seen Him do it, He will do it now. The God who made a way before will do it again, and the again of God is the strongest of them all. He did it before, He'll do it again. He made a way then, He'll make one now. the fed. He made a way through the prison for the Paul and Silas. He made a way through the grave, the risen dead. And the God of the Red Sea is the God of your sea, and the God of the desert is the God of yours. The God who made a way before will do it again. And the again of God is knocking at your doors of this Pacific and the current and the now. The God who made a way before will do it again. And the again God is the most powerful somehow. He did it before, he'll do it again. He made a way then, he'll make one now. The God who made a way before will do it again. And the again is the unbreakable vow. God who made a way before will do it again. Testimony of the previous is the faith. God who made a way before will do it again. And the do it again is the most beautiful grace of a faithful God whose way making has no ending, whose provision has no limit and no lack. The God who made a way before will do it again. God will make a way, he always has your back. Did it before, he'll do it again. For the help, he'll do it again. For the finances, he'll do it again. For the marriage, he'll do it again. For the calling, he'll do it again. For the family, he'll do it again. For everything, he'll do it again. The God who made a way before, he'll do it again. 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 The God who made a way before will do it again. He'll do it again. God makes a way. He'll do it again. God is so good. He'll do it again. The God who made a way before will do it again, again and again. God makes a way. Same faithful God, same making ways. God will make a way. He'll do it again. God makes a way. God makes a way. God makes a way. There are prayers I pray more urgently than others, and the family prayers are the ones that cost the most, because the family is the territory that the enemy targets. And the family needs the God who makes the most. Impossible ways, the restoration way, the prodigal comes home way, the healing way, the marriage that survived the impossible way. God will make a way for your family today. And every day the family stands in need of the making way. God who holds the household, God will make a way for your family. And the family way that God makes is the most controlled by His purposes and covenant and love. The family was designed by God to carry. God will make a way for your family. And the way God makes for families doesn't tarry. Wait for the marriage, God will make it. Wait for the children, God will make it. God will make a way for your family. And the family way, God will take it into the fullness of His family covenant. God will make a way for your family. And the way He makes for families is the dominant story of the faithful through the ages. God will make a way for your family, for the prodigal and the struggling country, away for the parent that is aging and afraid, away for the marriage that is in the deepest pressure, away for the sibling and the wounds that were made in the history of the household. He makes way through the relational and the generational too. God will make a way for your family, and the family way God makes is entirely new and better than the way the family was before the making. God improves the family. God will make a way for your family, and the made family way is more than originally intended. God makes the family better through the way He carves through the impossible. Way for the marriage, God will make it. Way for the children, God will make it. God will make a way for your family, and the family way God will take it. God will make a way your family, for the prodigal and the struggling and the strained. God will make a way for your family, for the marriage that has everything to gain from the God who makes a way through the impossible, who makes rivers in the family wilderness. God will make a way for your family. God will make a way. Family, God is there to bless. Way for the prodigal, God will make it. Way for the married, God will make it. Way for the children, God will make it. Way for the parents, God will make it. Way for the siblings, God will make it. Way for every member, God will make it. God will make a way for your family, and the family way is already being made. Way for the family. Way for the family. God will make a home. Prodigal home, God will make a way. Marriage restored, God will make a way. God will make a way. God will make a way. Every member, God makes a way. Your household, God makes a way. Provide a way for family. God will make a way for your family. God will make a way. God will make a way for your family. God will make a way for your family. For the prodigal and the struggling and the strained, God will make a way for your family. For the marriage that has everything to gain from the God who makes the way through the impossible, who makes rivers in the family wilderness. God will make a way for your family. God will make a way. Family, God is there to bless. A way for your family. God will make it. God will make it. Every member, God makes a way. God will make a way for your family. He makes the way. God will make a way. The word impossible is a human word. It has no place in the vocabulary of the divine. What looks like the ceiling from the human perspective is just the floor of what God has in mind. And the God who spoke the worlds into existence, the God who parts the seas and raises the dead, is the same God who is working in my story. And impossible is not a word He said about your situation, not once, not ever. About your diagnosis, not possible for Him. About your finances, nothing is too hard for God. About your marriage, God does doesn't call it dim. When he looks at it, he calls it possible. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. And the makes ways God is in my corner, and the God who makes ways has unlimited rain. Impossible, not in God's dictionary. Nothing is impossible. That's the word. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways, and the makes ways God has always been. Hey, nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. He parts the seas and raises what is dead. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. And impossible is not the word he said over your specific situation. Nothing over your particular impossible. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. God will make a way. Nothing is too hard to do. Nothing impossible. Nothing too hard. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. God will make a way. Nothing is impossible for him. He told Sarah at 90, you will have a child. And Sarah laughed because impossible was her word. He said, is anything too hard for God? The question is the answer. Nothing too hard. That's what I heard. He told the disciples, the things that are impossible with men are possible with God. That's the decree. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. And the makes ways God is making ways for me and for you. The specific impossible, the one that has your name and your address. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. And the impossible becomes the God expressed. Impossible, not in God's dictionary. Nothing is impossible. That's the word. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways, and the makes ways God has always been. Hey, nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. He parts the seas and raises what is dead. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. And impossible is not the word he said over your specific situation. Nothing over your particular impossible. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. God will make a way. Nothing is too hard to do. Nothing impossible in the medical report. Nothing impossible in the financial statement. Nothing impossible in the broken relationship. Nothing impossible in the delayed assignments. Nothing impossible for the God who parts seas. Nothing impossible for the God who raises dead. Nothing impossible for the God who makes ways. And impossible is a word God has never said. Nothing impossible. God makes a way. Limitless God. Nothing impossible. Nothing's too hard. Nothing's too hard. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. God will make a way. He can do it. Nothing impossible. All things possible. God makes a way. God will make a way. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. He parts the seas and raises what is dead. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. And impossible is not the word he said over your specific situation, nothing over your particular impossible. Nothing is impossible for the God who makes ways. God will make a way. Nothing is impossible. God makes a way. God will make a way. Nothing too hard. He makes ways. God will make a way. Nothing is impossible. I've been waiting for the way to be more visible, more clearly marked with certainty and proof. But faith doesn't wait for the full map before the moving, and God doesn't always show the finished roof before the laying of the first and faithful stone. And I've been sitting at the threshold of the giving, waiting for the way to be more certainly confirmed. When the way is made and I'm just not yet driven, walking is the faith, the actual motion of the trusting in the made. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walk of faith is the most courageous trade. Oh, the sitting for the stepping, the certain for the trust, the waiting for the moving toward the promise. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walk begins before the visible vow is fulfilled in sight. The way is made. Now walk it. The door is open. Now step through it. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walking is the faith that will pursue it. The way is already made. I just need to walk it step by step toward the promise and the more. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walking faith is what the way is for. Not the static and the waiting and the watching, the active and the moving and the trust. The way is already made. The way is already made. I just need to walk it. God will make a way, and walk it now. I must walk the way He made. The way is already made. Now walk it. The way is already made. Now walk it. The way is made. Now walk it. The Israelites had 40 years of circling what should have been an 11-day march, and the circling was the missing of the walking, the fear that kept the feet from the charge into the promise. And I refuse the 40 years of circling what God has made the way to enter. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walking is the faith to meet the center of the promise, the actual and the given, the territory that the walking faith receives. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walk of faith produces what believes it. The way is made. Now walk it. The door is open. Now step through it. The way is already made. I just need to walk it, and the walking financial way.
God made it.
Walk the healing way.
God made it.
Walk the calling way.
God made it.
Walk the relational way.
God made it.
Walk the open door.
God made it.
Walk the promised land.
God made it.
The way is already made.
Just walk it.
God will make a way. Walk the way He made it.
Walk the way.
He already made. Step by step.
He made the way.
God makes a way. Walk it.
Now, get now.
The way is already made. I just need to walk it.
Take the step.
Walk the way.
Move in faith.
Walk the way.
God will make a way.
Walk the way He made.
Walk the way.
He made it.
The way is
Already made.
The way is already made.
I just need to walk it.
Step by step.
Toward the promise and the more. The way is already made.
The way is already made.
I just need to walk it, and the walking of faith is what the wait is for. Not the static and the waiting and the watching, the active and the moving and the trust. The way is already made.
I just need to walk it.
And the walk begins before the visible vow is fulfilled in sight. I've been waiting for the way to be more visible, more clearly marked with certainty and proof. But faith doesn't wait for the full map before the moving, and God doesn't always show the finished roof before the laying of the first and faithful stone. And I've been sitting at the threshold of the given, waiting for the way to be more certainly confirmed. When the way is made and I'm just not yet driven to walk it. And the walking is the faith, the actual motion of the trust. The dark has a particular kind of convincing when the visible has nothing left to show. When the evidence that God is working anywhere has dropped below what faith requires to know for certain, and the dark becomes the testing ground of the trust that says I'll hold though I can't see. And I've been in the dark where the dark spoke loudest, and I chose to hold the thread of the decree that God was making a way in the invisible, that the way was being carved beneath the surface. Even in the dark, God is making a way, and the making in the dark has its own purpose, not less than the visible, more significant, because the way made in the dark is the deeper. Even in the dark, God is making a way, and the darker the making, the greater the keeper.
Dark doesn't mean empty.
God is in it.
Dark doesn't mean absence.
God is making.
Even in the dark,
God is making a way, and the making in the dark is the most breath dark, He's making the way. The seed in the ground doesn't see the working. It's pressed in dark and wet and can't perceive the life that's breaking dormancy inside it, the becoming that the darkness will achieve. Before the morning in the surface and the visible, the work is in the dark. The dark is the process. Even in the dark, God is making a way. And the dark made way becomes the most impressive testimony. The eye didn't see it coming. The breakthrough that arrived from nowhere, that's the made in dark. Even in the dark, God is making a way. And the dark season way is the most remarkable. Dark doesn't mean empty. God is in it. Dark doesn't mean absent. God is making. Even in the dark, God is making a way. And the making in the dark is the most breathtaking. God is making a way. The night doesn't stop what the faithful God began. Dark, God is making a way. And the made in darkness is the truest of His plan. The morning will reveal what the night was making. And the made in dark will be more beautiful for the night. God will make a way, even when there is no light. Dark season financially, God is making. Dark season medically, God is making. Dark season relationally, God is making. Dark season spiritually, God is making. Dark season emotionally, God is making. Dark season in the waiting, God is making. Even in the darkest time, God is making a way. God will make a way. Even in the dark, making the way. Making the way. He's at work. He's at work. God makes a way. Even in the dark, God is making a way. Don't give up. He's making a way. In the night, He's making a way. God will make a way. God will make a way. Even in the dark. Even in the dark, God is making a way. Even in the dark, the night doesn't stop. Even in the dark, God making a way. God will make a way. Even in the dark, He makes the way. God will make a way. Even in the dark, He makes the way. God will make a way. I've been keeping a record of the providings, the times that God showed up when I had nothing left, the month that had no answer and then had one, the moment I was certain I'd be bereft of the provision and the need and the impossible. And God arrived from a direction I hadn't tracked. And every time the provision came from nowhere, the nowhere was the God who always had my back. And I go back to the record when the current looks like the impossible again today. God provided every time. He'll provide again. And the record of the provision is the way. I built my faith for the current and the coming by counting what the previous seasons proved. God provided every time. He'll provide again. And the proof provision is what happens. He provided every time. He'll provide again. He provided for Elijah in the wilderness, fed by ravens in the impossible desert. He provided for the widow with the meal and oil that multiplied beyond the natural, better than the natural could explain. The supernatural provision of the God who specializes in the nothing left to give and still providing. God provided every time. He surprises with the manner of the giving, but the giving is the constant, always gives, never stops. God provided every time. He'll provide again, and the provided way is where the story drops into the testimony of the again. He provided then, he'll provide now. He made a way then, he'll make a way. God provided every time. He provide again, and the every time is the foundation of today. God provided every time. He'll provide again. The record of the faithful is my evidence. God provided every time. He'll provide again, and the evidence of every previous providence is the faithful, the current, and the next. He did it before becomes the he'll do it now. God provided every time. He'll provide again. God will make a way. He's already shown me how. Every financial crisis, He provided. Every health crisis, He provided. Every relationship crisis, He provided. Every career crisis, He provided. Every impossible season, He provided. Every desperate prayer, He provided. God provided every time. He'll provide again, and the again of God is already being provided. He'll provide again every time. Testimony, He'll provide. God makes a way. He provides. God provided every time. He'll provide again. Build your faith on His record. He did it before. He'll do it again. God will make a way. He'll provide. God will make a way. He'll provide again. God provided every time. He'll provide again. The record of the faithful is my evidence. God provided every time. He'll provide again, and the evidence of every previous providence is the faith for the current and the next. That He did it before becomes the he'll do it now. God provided every time. He'll provide again. God will make a way. He's already shown me how. He'll provide again every time. God will make a way. He provided before. He'll provide now. God will make a way. God provided. I've been keeping a record of the providers, the times that God showed up when I had nothing left, the month that had no answer and then had one, the moment I was certain I'd be bereft of the provision and the need and the impossible, and got it right from the direction I hadn't tracked. And every time the provision came from nowhere, and nowhere was the God who always had my back. And I go back to the record when the current looks like the impossible again. Today, God provided every time. He'll provide again, and the record of the provision is the way. I built my faith for the current and the coming by counting what the previous seasons proved. God provided every time. He'll provide again, and the proof provision is what has me unmoved. He provided, then He'll provide. The way looks invisible from where I'm standing. The forward path is hidden in the dark. The map I had has ended at the margin, and the next step has no visible landmark. But faith is not the walking with the visible. Faith is not the trusting of the clearly lit. Faith is moving toward the unseen destination with the God who holds the map that I don't get. To see in full the trust that moves without the sea. The faith that says, I'll take the step before the light. Trust God for the way you cannot see it, and the trusted way will be revealed inside. When the step of faith is moved into the position where the next part of the path becomes the clear. Trust God for the way you cannot see it, and the way you cannot see is getting near. Trust Him in the night. Trust before seeing. Trust God for the way you cannot see it. God will make a way. Trust the unseen way. Abraham didn't have an address, just a direction. He went out not knowing where he went. That's faith. And not knowing where became the father before you see it.
Trust God for the way you cannot see it.
The invisible path of the faithful walk. Trust God for the way you cannot see.
Trust God for the way you cannot see it.
And the trusted way is more than just the talk. Of the hopeful, it's the actual and the real. The step of faith that moves before the light. Before the need was formed in my awareness, before the prayer was shaped into the words, before I walked into the circumstance requiring the way that hadn't been prepared, God heard the future prayer before I thought to pray it. The way was made before the need arrived. And what I call the miracle in the moment was prepared before the moment I survived into the provision that was waiting, the person who was placed before I knew, the open door that swung before I knocked it. God made a way before I knew I needed one true. And the truth of a prepositioned providence is the most stabilizing of the grace. God made a way before I knew I needed one, and the way was already waiting in its place before the need,
The provision,
before the prayer.
the answer.
God made a way
Before I knew I needed one.
and the pre-made way is the most faithful dancer in the story of the providential God who works before the worker knows to work.
God made a way before I knew I needed one.
And the before is where the faithfulness won't shirk.
God made a way
Before I knew I needed one, preposition provision.
that's His way.
God made a way before I knew I needed one.
God made a way
And the pre-made
is the most
amazing display of the sovereign and the knowing and the faithful, oh, the God who sees the future as the now. God made a way
before I knew I needed one.
God will make a way, He already knows how.
Prepared,
Preposition
God made a way.
before I knew I needed one.
God will make a
He
way.
made it before I needed it. The ram in the thicket was already there before the knife was raised above the child. The ram was placed before the test was given, and the provision was already reconciled with the need before the need was fully tested, and the tested faith revealed the pre-made way. God made a way before I knew I needed one, and the before the test provision is the same of God. I saw this coming, I provided before your faith was asked to stretch this far. God made a way before I knew I needed one, and the made way is already where you are. Before the need,
The provision,
before the prayer,
the answer.
make a way, He already knows how. Before I knew, He made the way. God will make a way. Preposition, He prepared. God will make a way. He made the way. Before I needed it. God will make a way. Before I needed it. God will make a way. The road is ended and the walls have risen. The sea is in the front and the army's at the back. Every natural option has been counted and exhausted, and the only thing that's left is what I lack. The wisdom for the forward and the strength for the standing, the resource for the need and the path for the feet. And I've arrived at the place where the human stops completely, the place where the impossible and the trusting meet. Because this is exactly what God does His best work. At the end of the human is the start of the divine. And Moses stood at the water with the army at his shoulder, and God said, stretch the rod, and the sea became the sign. Better than the plan. No, no way. God makes one impossible. God parts it. No path. God parts it. When there is no way. God makes one. And the one He makes, He starts it. When there is no way. God makes one out of the impossible and the sealed. When there is no way. God makes one. And the made way is the most completely real. Evidence of the God who specializes in the no way, places in the can't be done. There is no way. God makes one. God will make a way. He's already begun making the way. When there is no way, He makes one. God will make a way. When there's no way, God makes one. I've been standing at my particular Red Sea with the army of the impossible behind, and I've been looking at the water with the panic and forgetting that the parting is divinely timed. I figure out the crossing now when the evidence suggests the possible. But when the God who parts the sea says, stretch the rod, and the impassable becomes the passable, and I stretch in faith before I see the parting. I declare the made way before the way appears. When there is no way, God makes one. And the made one is the answer to the years of the standing at the water and the waiting for the God who parts the seas to part mine too. When there is no way, God makes one. And the God who make a way has made it through. No way, has already begun. God will make a way
when there is no way.
He makes the way
When there is no way.
God makes the way. When there is no way, the road has ended and the walls have risen. The sea is in the front and the army's at the back. Every natural option has been counted and exhausted, and the only thing that's left is what I lack. The wisdom for the forward and the strength for the standing, the resource for the need and the path for the feet. And I've arrived at the place where the human stops completely, the place where the impossible and the trusting meet. Because this is exactly what God does his best to work. At the end of the human is the start of the divine. And Moses stood at the water with Isaiah 43 says, behold, I do a new thing. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way. I will make rivers in the wilderness and deserts bloom. And the wilderness is exactly where I pray. Because I've been in the wilderness of the waiting, where the provision looks impossible and dry, where the road that leads me forward is not visible, and the why of the wilderness is harder than the why. But God makes a way in the wilderness. That's the promise, and not around it, through it. That's the path, and the through it with God is the most profound of journeys. And the wilderness becomes the aftermath of the testimony that the desert couldn't hold me, that the wilderness produced what ease could never make. God will make a way through the wilderness, and the way through the wilderness is the gift I take. Not around the wilderness, through it, not over the desert, a river in it. God will make a way through the wilderness, and the way in the wilderness is where He begins it.
God will make a way through the wilderness.
Where the road seems gone and the ground seems dry,
Will make a way through the wilderness.
and He makes the desert into rivers. That's the why of the wilderness, the proving ground of the faithfulness, the place where rivers flow where they should not. God will make a way
Through the wilderness.
God will make a way,
Through the wilderness.
and the way is what He's got.
Through the desert. Through the dry.
God will make a way.
Through the wilderness.
God will make a way.
Through the wilderness.
He makes the way. The wilderness of the diagnosis,
He makes rivers.
The wilderness of the financial drought,
He flows.
the wilderness of the lonely and the long season, the wilderness of the waiting for the closed door to open. He makes rivers, he makes paths,
He turns the desert
into the abundance of the blessed. God will make a way
through the wilderness.
and the wilderness is just a season, not the rest of the story.
The wilderness
Has an exit, and the exit is the God who leads the way.
God will make a way.
Through the wilderness, and the way through the wilderness is today.
Not around the wilderness,
Through it, not over the desert.
a river in it.
God will make a way
Make a way.
through the wilderness, and the way in the wilderness is where He begins.
He'll make a way through the wilderness.
Where the road seems gone and the ground seems dry,
God will make a way through the wilderness.
and He makes the desert into rivers. That's the why of the wilderness, the proving ground of faithfulness, the place where rivers flow where they should not. God will make a way
Through the wilderness.
God will make a way, and the way is what He's got. Oh, rivers in the wilderness,
God makes a way.
streams in the desert,
God makes a way.
paths in the impossible,
God makes a way.
provision in the dry,
God makes a way.
healing in the hopeless,
God makes a way.
breakthrough in the stuck,
God makes a way.
a way through the wilderness.
God makes a way.
God will make a way through the wilderness today. Rivers in the desert,
God makes a way.
paths in the wilderness.
God makes a way.
He will make a way
Through the wilderness.
God will make a way through the wilderness, through the dry,
God makes a way.
through the season. God makes a way. God provides. God make a way through the wilderness.
God will make a way through the wilderness.
Where the road seems gone and the ground seems dry,
God will make a way through the wilderness.
and He makes the desert into rivers. That's the why of the wilderness, the proving ground of the faithfulness, the place where rivers flow where they should not. God will make a way
Through the wilderness.
God will make a way, and the way is what He's got. Through the wilderness, God makes a way. God will make a way. Rivers in the desert, He makes a way. God will make a way through the wilderness. He's making a way. God will make a way. I've been knocking on a door that someone keeps closing. I've been pushing on the entrance of the almost opened, and every time the almost opened shut again. My hope for the specific thing was broken, but the God who opens doors has a different inventory than the doors that human gatekeepers protect. And what the human closes,
God can open.
and what God opens, no human can reject. Into the closed position,
It stays open.
by the authority of the one who holds the key. The door God opens, no man can shut. And the open door of God is mine to receive. I have set before you an open door, he said it, and no one has the power to close what he has said. The door God opens, no man can shut, and the open door is not a promise to forget.
No man can shut
What God opened,
no power can close.
what God sets open.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
And the open door is the way God has broken through every wall and every limitation. The door God opens, no man can shut. And the no man shut is the most powerful invitation to walk through the door. God will make a way. The door
God opens, no man can shut.
no gatekeeper and no rejection and no
The door God opens, no man can shut.
And the open door of God is worth it all.
The waiting and the knocking and the trusting that the God who holds the keys
Will turn the light.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
God will make a way at the right time.
Right now, opened by God.
No man,
Shuts it. The door God opens,
no man can shut.
door God opens, no man can shut.
God will make a way. The door God opens.
No man shuts.
The door that closed last year was not the final door. The door that shut was not the God door, just the humans. And the human door that closed was the redirect to the God door that was better. The illusion of the loss becomes the gain when I see clearly that the human close was making room for the divine. The door God opens, no man can shut, and the God door is more perfectly aligned with the calling and the purpose and the season than any human hinge door. I pursue the door God opens, no man can shut, and the God open door is perfectly imbued.
No man can shut.
What God opened,
No power can close.
what God sets open.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
And the open door is the way God has broken.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
No gatekeeper, no rejection, and no wall.
Door God opens, no man can shut.
And the open door of God is worth it all.
The waiting and the knocking and the trusting that the God who holds the keys
Will turn the light.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
God will make a way at the right time.
Right now,
That career door,
God opens it.
that healing door,
God opens it.
that relationship door,
God opens it.
that provision door,
God opens it.
that calling door.
God opens it.
Every door,
God opens it.
and the door God opens,
No man shuts it.
God will make a way through the open door.
God opens doors.
No man shuts,
He holds the key.
no man shuts.
God makes a way.
Through open
The
doors,
door God opens, no man can shut.
walk through it.
God opened it.
He made the way.
Through the door,
God will make a way.
God will make a way.
The door is open.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
No gatekeeper and no rejection and no other.
The door God opens, no man can shut.
And the open door of God is worth it all.
The waiting and the knocking and the trusting that the God who holds the keys will turn the lock.
The door God opens, no man can shut. God will make a way at the right time, right knock. God opens the door, no man shuts it. God will make a way. He holds the key. He opens the door. God will make a way. God will make a way. The door God